Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. Since the last time I checked in, we have done 5 shows, and we had including one going through Canada, and we had a day off in Albany. Didn't do any videos that day. I went and hung out with the legendary beer pong player, Matt Perry. Got a little too fluthered and just wasn't in the correct position to be doing any videos that night. But now we're in Asheville, North Carolina, and I'm going to get some beers in. Hopefully the lighting's okay. Got this beautiful background going on. And the beer I have for you today is called Element. Pretty nondescript can. This is from Triple Crossing. Now, yesterday we were in Silver Spring, Maryland, and at the show, a friend of mine, Jon Rice, came up from Richmond, and he brought a couple beers. And this is one of the beers that he brought for us. And like I said, this is from Triple Crossing out of Richmond, Virginia. It is an ale. It's gluten reduced, 4.5% alcohol. And there's a little blurb I want to read to you about this beer from Untapped. So the brewery writes, allowing for a reintroduction, we welcome Element back to our draft lines. This beer has always been about simplicity, drinkability, and an undeniable broader appeal. Based heavily on a storied and champion UK pale beer that utilized American hops alongside classic British malts and yeast, we've been brewing some versions of this beer since our opening day night on 10 years ago. Brewed with a simple grist of North American 2-row and a smaller portion of Munich malt, hopped delicately in the whirlpool with a fruit and citrus-forward Pacific Northwest hop blend, and finally fermented to a balanced profile of dry attenuation and lush stone fruit ester profile with our House UK Ale strain. Also worth noting is that this beer has been treated with an enzyme allowing for us to offer the beer under the classification of gluten reduced. We taste impressions of orange candy, lime zest, soft shortbread, and grapefruit pithy cleansing bitterness. There's a lot going on there already. And it's kind of cool that they're doing a gluten reduced beer. I mean, there's a lot of breweries out there that I'm sure a lot of people who have gluten allergies, gluten sensitivities would love to go visit, but there's no offerings for them. And this brewery is putting one out there for them. So hopefully it's a good beer. On Untapped, it gets at 3.61 with only 337 check-ins, and I've just screwed to opening this beer up. Oh, good, I saved it. Beer Advocate, it was NA. Got my iconic plastic cup because even though I'm in a really nice hotel that doesn't have laundry facilities, so I had to do some sink laundry, they don't provide any real glassware in the room. So, that is almost orangey white head, big and frothy. I think you can see the color pretty well since I'm kind of backlit today. You can't see through that beer. That's a thick looking beer. Hope I get this right. If not, maybe Mr. Rice will chime in on here. The SRM color, I think I'd give that a 10 on my SRM chart from the winemaker shop. Not seeing any real carbonation in there. Let's get a nose on her. Getting a little bit of breadiness. Not much else. When I first popped the can open, there was almost a hint of citrus to it. Yeah, just a little bit of breadiness, faint citrusiness to it. And let's dive on into this. Thanks again, Jon Rice. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Good seeing you. Thanks for bringing us these beers. Cheers, everybody. It's medium bodied with a little bit of a watery back end to it. No alcohol taste whatsoever. I mean, it's only 5%. I don't know about orange candy, but you do get a little bit of oranginess to it, like a little orangey flavor. A little bit of, I don't know if I'm getting a lime. Yeah, it's kind of orange lime. Do get a little bit of breadiness. And yeah, that grapefruit pithiness is right in there. It's well balanced. Finish is very clean. It's a really easy drinking beer. I keep going back into it. It's a nice beer. I give this a big horns up. If you didn't put gluten reduced on the can, I'd have no idea it was gluten reduced. This is an overall just nice, easy drinking beer. You could crush a lot of these. Nice summer beer. And for those of you out there that have tried some of the gluten-free, gluten-reduced beers, I always go back to like the Red Bridge. Stuff made with the sorghum. That stuff is garbage. I mean, that stuff was so terrible. Makes me not want to try other gluten-free beers or gluten-reduced beers. But this is really good. If you have a gluten sensitivity but still enjoy drinking beers, I would check this one out. This is excellent, excellent gluten-reduced beer. Thanks again, John. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. And as always, embrace the adventure.